WXII 12 News at 10 starts right now.
Winter storm alerts from New England all the way out to the desert Southwest. We'll talk about how that's going to affect us here in the Piedmont coming up.
Getting prepared, how people are stocking up ahead of the possibility of being stuck at home for days. Some of the last-minute items that you still have a little bit of time to go out and grab, if you can find them. Plus,
coming up, I'll tell you what Duke Energy is doing to stay prepared for widespread outages as we brace for a winter storm.
tonight the clock is ticking as a winter storm moves across the nation. Tens of millions of people will feel its impact eventually. From Texas to New York City, cities and counties are bracing for what is shaping up to be a significant and dangerous system. Right here in the Piedmont Triad, we've been getting ready all week, and we continue our team coverage as we inch ever closer to the first flakes flying. We've got our winter storm coverage from our extraordinary weather team. We will check in with meteorologist Dave Aiken in just a bit, but want to start with Chief Meteorologist Laney Pope. All right, Laney, the night before, has anything changed in the last little bit, or are we still kind of status quo?
Well, as we're not seeing a whole lot of change, and that usually happens as we get closer. We talk about kind of narrowing our focus, and yeah, we've seen subtle changes, but nothing that hugely changes the weather story or the weather messaging. You're seeing, though, the snow breaking out just as forecasted over the southern plains, the ice component and the rain, and this storm is going to continue to work its way to the east. Look at how cold this air is. Below zero temperatures. Our temperatures are dropping too. As Dave just said, winter storm warnings, ice storm warnings all across the nation in anticipation of this weather. Here at home, winter storm warning with ice storm warnings for Charlotte, Greenville, Asheville, down to the south and to the west. In that winter storm warning area where we are anticipating a mixture of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Most of it will be sleet and freezing rain, but it may begin as a little burst of snow. That precipitation begins late tomorrow afternoon into the early evening, and we are looking at that snow and sleet coming down at first, so we will see some travel concerns at that point, and then of course the freezing rain. Let me show you tomorrow morning. You still have time to plan and get out before lunchtime. Into the afternoon, we're going to start to see some of this precipitation working its way in. Briefly snow, then to sleet, and then transitioning to freezing rain in that pink, mainly during the day on Sunday. We are talking about a freezing rain event. Temperatures will stay mainly in the 20s throughout. With more on the impacts, let's check in with Dave.
Well, Laney, you're right. I mean, starting a little bit later in the day tomorrow into the late afternoon, into the evening hours for that precipitation. So really the effects of the impacts you're going to feel may not be so much tomorrow as they will be as we get into the day on Sunday. You can see this major severity index for the impacts for this storm as it comes on through. And it'll be Sunday when we really start to see some of that freezing rain that will probably cause some issues. The sleet will be across the area, but changing over to freezing rain on Sunday. And that's why we think Sunday will be more of an impactful day as we get into that time frame. And then on into the first part of the week too. Snow and sleet developing tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. Saturday night that changes to all sleet for the most part and freezing rain towards daybreak. And then most of Sunday right now looks like mainly freezing rain. So it'll look like rain coming down, but it'll be freezing on surfaces, roads, bridges and power lines and tree limbs. And that's where we start to get the issues with power outages possibly, and travel won't be good either. Then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, you see how things developed. Wind chills, as Laney mentioned, the winds will come in. It'll feel like it's in the teens tomorrow, even though air temperatures will be into the 20s. More ice could lead to more power outages, and that's the issue that we have Sunday with that freezing rain. Steady winds increase the outage risk, and that's what we'll see in here through the day Saturday. Sunday, the winds will come down a little bit. They'll be back Monday, and sub-freezing temperatures through Tuesday. High temperatures don't get above freezing till about Wednesday afternoon. We'll talk more about that and kind of the timing of all this scenario coming up in just a little bit, Kenny.
Okay, thank you, Dave and Laney. Duke Energy is working around the clock to bring in crews from all across the country to help with anticipated widespread outages over the next few days. WXI 12's Bethany Cates joins us from one of their staging sites in Greensboro, where trucks are continuing to come in from out of town. She also caught up with first responders about how they're preparing. Bethany.
You can see here there are rows and rows of trucks as Duke Energy has brought in crews from 27 different states and Canada to help the state of North Carolina as we brace for this winter storm. And they are already encouraging customers to go ahead and prepare for multi-day outages.
So what you're looking at here is a lot of extra manpower that Duke Energy is bringing in to help support this storm.
Dozens of utility vehicles are lined up one by one at the Four Seasons Town Center in Greensboro, as many are in countdown mode for the anticipated winter weather.
It just is that ice situation and the danger of getting on the roads that could, turn into the multi-day outages.
Therefore, you still have just a little bit of time to make sure you are ready and equipped to be in the house for a few days.
This is the time, if you don't have a plan, for your family, think about a plan now. What would you do if your power went out for a couple of days? What does that mean to you?
Guilford County EMS also shared their preparation plans, saying they are ready and fully staffed for any weather that comes our way, and you should be too.
Charging up what you can charge up. If you've got a battery bank, go ahead and charge that up so you can use your phone long term. If you have to be on the road, please give us some space, because we're on the road right there with you, and we've got some very heavy vehicles, so stay kind of away from the back of it.
Public Information Officer Scott Muthersbaugh also says if you happen to run into power outages, that is not a situation where you should call 911.
The energy companies are really good at knowing where the power is out, so you don't really need to alert anyone to that. They've got that tracked really well.
And as soon as we get the safety part down, we're going to be out there working to restore power.
We have a full list of do's and don'ts when it comes to power outages on our website, in addition to how to report and track them. And whenever we're not on the air, you can stay up to date with our weather team on WXII12.com, our Facebook and YouTube pages, and our mobile app. In Greensboro, I'm Bethany Cates for WXII 12 News.
Okay, thank you, Bethany. We are also hearing from Governor Josh Stein about the incoming storm tonight. Right now, more than 18,000 utility workers nationwide have been brought into our state to help restore power, assuming it goes out. However, the governor is still urging families to have a plan in case you do lose power.
Make a plan for if the power goes out, how you'll safely keep warm, what you'll eat, and who you will call in case you need help. Be ready to reach out to family or authorities for help if you're without power for an extended period of time. The effects of the storm could last for days.
The governor has scheduled another winter weather briefing tomorrow morning at 11:30. You can watch it live over on WXII. And if you don't happen to be near a TV, we'll also stream it for you on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Well, if you lose power and you have medication that you keep in the fridge, it can be a lot more than just an inconvenience. Pharmacists say try to avoid storing meds in refrigerator doors or back walls where temperatures fluctuate or drop too low. Instead, try to keep them in the main body of the refrigerator. They also say it's a good idea ahead of time to have some ice packs on hand. If you do lose power, keep the fridge door shut as much as you can.
In doing this, usually the refrigerator can stay within that desirable temperature range between about 36 to 46 degrees for about 24 hours. If their power outage goes beyond that point, then they would probably want to put it in a cooler with those ice packs, just making sure it's also not getting too cold, as that can also be dangerous if a medication were to freeze or get too cold.